Action once again. Sorry, we had a quick remake as TLO was having some hardware problems, and hopefully those are all resolved by now. We've gone with the normal version of the map for safety's sake, and of course, if we have any issues with the extension mod, we will not force players to use it today, but we didn't want to risk it because we didn't want this first match to get delayed too hardcore, because this group is a little bit pressed for time. We'll explain a little bit more about that once we get later into Group C. Guys, we're going to do introductions, but I want to remind you all as well, we're doing a mystery giveaway. We hit that sub goal yesterday. We'll be doing a mystery giveaway during Group D later today, specifically because it correlates with it, and because Supernova might be up to no good. Let's start these intros. Spawning in the bottom left corner of the map. Now, we will no longer teamless, but on Root Gaming, root for root, it's the Red Terrence Supernova.
In the upper right, as the blue Zerg, it is a liquid TLO.
So you know what I really like about this matchup, just before we even see anything played out? I mean, ignoring the two racks currently going down, because this is... I would say, like, both of these players in their respective categories are not exactly the craziest, most special tactics guys, but the more creative players when it comes to StarCraft 2. You know, I think TLO's kind of no longer the guy who just is the only one that does weird stuff with Zerg. You know, we're starting to see players like Starbuck and such emerge. But he still does very unique things when it comes to the game. And Supernova's the guy who can... I'd say this guy can adapt to just about anything. I really loved watching him versus Hurricane on Deadwing, using that little pathway in siege tanks. I'm sure he wasn't the first person to do it, but he was the first person I saw do it.
Sorry. Well, I can't, disagree. They certainly are. It's not that they're, like, cheesy, but they have interesting styles for the most part. Especially Supernova. And, of course, TLO. Everyone knows TLO style. Everyone, like, stereotypes, jokes have been made all about TLO style. But Supernova, rather.
That was like a British way to say it, like Supernova.
I know.
No, Australian, that's what I meant. There we go. Same difference.
Yeah, whatever. That's the same thing, really. But that Overlord actually saw this bunker, though. Disregarding the stylistic comments for a little bit, because this is a pretty big deal. TLO pulls the drones immediately.
Yeah, trying to keep that first bunker from going down. This first one's not in range of the hatchery, so you might think, well, this isn't a big danger. Well, let me tell you, casual StarCraft 2 viewer, this bunker is a hell of a big deal. This keeps the Marine safe while he builds his second bunker. A lot of the times, the Marines actually get surrounded by the drones, and the drones kill Marines more than Zerglings do in this particular scenario. So, Supernova trying to do a great job of keeping these alive. TLO also doing some pretty good micro here, keeping those drones back. I mean, ooh, 1 HP still hasn't lost one yet. Oh, there we go. Oops,
I think...
Sorry about that, that was the ad screen, guys. I forgot we replaced First Blood when we had built it into the game, but we're not using that right now.
Oh, actually, I don't like the use of these lings right here. Although he did have to buy time for the spine crawler, so maybe not. This one spine crawler definitely going to go down. Yeah.
But he gets the other...
Yeah, with 3 spine crawlers, I really don't think Supernova is actually going to win. And then, okay, actually he's building SCVs back at home.
Well, I mean, this is kind of the overreaction you go for, too, as a Terran player. There's kind of 2 goals to this, right? One's either kill the hatchery, which is really the main goal. The secondary goal is to, like, force your opponent to overreact. You know, 3 spine crawlers like this, 300 minerals, plus the 3 drones, this is an expansion and then some. So, I mean, TLO, he's not out of the game because he's done this. In fact, he's completely in the game because he's done this, but it's still quite an investment. What I don't like, though, is him throwing the lings away so haphazardly, I guess we could say.
Yeah. Spine crawler could probably go down, especially with some cute micro. I mean, we always see Maru popping in and out, but with lings in the surround. Oh, are they gonna break it? Yeah, they're gonna break it. But they're gonna lose all the lings, so I mean, that's at least a trade-off. He can actually disengage. He doesn't have to take on the spine crawlers, although, oh, it's so low, he might go for the drones.
Yeah, I think he's still gonna get a hatchery.
Are you serious?
This is crazy.
Whoa, no bunkers needed.
Well, what I was going to comment on, and this is kind of the backwards way we see him, his teammate Snoot try and hold this, and I think Snoot gets a little bit more success than this particular way of doing it. And the way Snoot holds 2 racks is you still go for the 3 spines, but you build up the high ground, and you put a queen as soon as you can out of the hatchery and get creep down here so you can spread it. You'll sacrifice the hatchery because you're going to lose it either way, but at least you have the spines to push back those bunkers. In the way TLO's done this, it's not that it's worse by any stretch of the imagination. It just turns, as we see, to be less effective. Because now Supernova's going to be pushing. All those lings earlier that died would be so good to have right now. GG.
Oh, gee. Nah, I thought for sure with 4 spine crawlers on the low ground, he would have felt it, better than Jadon got that 2-rax yesterday.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked, too, that he didn't drone scout for this. I mean, it's not that Supernova is exactly super known. Haha, that almost sounds planned out. For his his 2rexes, but still, it's you're both playing the North American server. Obviously, he's not gonna want to go like super micro intense as a Korean player. You know, it's Overgrowth too. I mean, it's just that we see more 2rexes on Overgrowth than any other map.